self-care from a therapist's perspective, or two of us in this case. What would you say the number one thing that if you had to be thinking about self-care, what would it be?
Well, I would say that the number one thing is that it's non-negotiable. Self-care is essential.
For well-being.
Absolutely.
Because if you don't take care of yourself, there's going to be really disastrous consequences. You're going to end up feeling burnt out, overwhelmed.
Yeah. You've got to put that oxygen mask on first, just like when you're in the airplane and the air hostesses and the stewards teach you how to put on the mask first and then help other people, your loved ones. You can do the same thing. You must remember that.
How many times do we hear, I haven't got time to take care of myself?
Yeah.
You haven't got time to not take care of yourself, ladies out there.
Yes.
You have to take care of yourself first.
First, it's essential.
Even if it's only 10 minutes a day, doing something that you need to do for your own mental health, whether it's doing your nails or going for a walk or doing something that's
having a lovely long bath or something. You've got to get the time. Ask somebody to help you, especially if you've got small children out there.
Little Kitty's up to her tricks.
Yeah, she's come and she's making sure that we can hear her by ringing her little...
I think she wants to join in.
And so it is essential, isn't it? We've got to...
I think we have to just realise that we have to take care of ourselves, ladies. We can't just be putting everyone else first, because it is so common, especially for women.
Women, yes, especially.
And especially for women like us, that you give and you give and you give, and you may have young children, or you may have other people that you're looking after,
elderly parents,
sisters, and you just think, why do I always have to put everyone else first?
It's not that you think why, it's that you automatically end up doing it and then resenting it and feeling overwhelmed.
Do you know why you think why from a therapist? How many people have we seen? It's because you think why, because there's social conditioning that, especially for women, that we have to put other people first and it's us last.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, we are taught like that. We used to be more, but I think even today it's still more like that.
It's still like that today.
Be the nurturing one. Make sure that you look after. Yes, all good and fine, but you have to nurture yourself.
And how many people come up to you asking you to do things for them? Oh, can you just do this? Oh, you'll have time. Oh, can you just pop in on your way home and get this?
No, I can't.
I can't.
Learn. Yeah, sometimes, like yesterday, we have
to learn to say no.
I was walking towards the bathroom and my husband said to me, "Can you just put the tea on?" And I thought, yeah, sure, I could put that. I was tired though. I was feeling really tired, and I thought, no, it's my self-care day. I don't want I was just going to go to the bathroom and then just go upstairs to bed. Right. So I thought, that's something extra I have to do. So I said, no, sorry, I'm not going to put the tea on now.
Yeah, that was good.
But
and it was yourself.
It was such a silly little thing, but I sort of became aware of it because I thought, no, that's kind of like, I feel really tired now, and I don't want to have to do that.
No, it's an extra thing, isn't it?
It was an extra.
It's like when you're so tired, you drop everything. I mean, you probably would have dropped the tea.
Well, I don't know, but if I would have dropped it or not, hopefully not. But I just didn't want to do it.
Right.
And it was fine. He said, "Oh, okay, thanks."
So it was a self-care moment for you to realise that you had to just say no to something, because there's so many requests that come our way.
Especially from my husband. He's like constantly, he's at that age of his life where he was used to constantly, everyone else around him, "Oh, can you get this? Can you get that?" So he's really used to it. And so he's always asking for things.
I think that's, if you're in a relationship, to be mindful that you're not the one that has to do everything. As women, we already have so much mental load of having to think about so many things. We have to learn to say, no, actually, physically I might be able to do that, but mentally it's too much
I can't.
for me.
Exactly. It's like, Can you just pop into the supermarket and buy that? Of course I could.
Yeah,
Of
because in
course
the
I
end it
could.
gives you a headache, doesn't it? Thinking
But do
about all
I
these
want
things.
to? No. So, I mean, I'm learning a lot to say no to these things, and learning how to say
And I
no
think
is
we
part
have
of
to
self-care.
teach young women. We have
We
to
do
teach
have to
young
teach.
women how to do that as well, to learn to say no.
Because you're young, you're
Yeah.
active, you've got lots of energy, and you think, sure, what doesn't matter if I just pop in there and get that? What's the problem? There is no problem if you're actually okay with it. But if you are feeling tired, you've got to acknowledge that and say, well, if I say no, that's part of my self-care routine. And now there's no guilt attached to it because it's self-care, and self-care is non-negotiable. So it's not something you can do without. So now you are fully entitled to your self-care.
Yeah.
And becoming aware
That's a
that,
good point.
yes, because you can't just say, oh, am I being mean not doing that? I'm like, no way. It's called self-care.
For a reason.
Ladies, yeah. So it's self-care. It's what's going on inside your body that you have to become aware of, and you have to take care of yourself.
Yeah, and I think at work as well, when you're at work, you can get so many people asking you to do things as well. And if you are feeling overwhelmed, you can just say, "Hang on a minute, yeah, I'll get to it. If I have a moment, I'll get to it. But I can't promise you anything. But if I have a moment, I will do it. But then just think to yourself, well, if you can't do it, someone else is going to do it
Exactly.
in the end.
Yes. Don't
You
be
know,
in such a
unless
rush
it's
to do it.
Yeah, don't be in such a rush to
No.
just do it so quickly. Obviously, if it's something that needs to get done and you're going to, you have to do it. But just take a moment just to be a bit more mindful of how quickly you feel pressured into saying yes to doing things that might not be actually, something that should be assigned to you. Something
Exactly,
you just
yes.
take on other people's responsibilities because people know that you are a person that will say yes.
Yeah, you go to the coffee shop. Do you mind getting me? And then you think, oh God, how can I say no to that colleague? Here, I'll give you the money for it. Can you just go and get me? Oh, it's an extra thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's self-care, and you can say, oh, actually, today's my self-care day. So I'm just taking care of myself. A big smile.
And I bet you they'll say, oh, I need one of those.
You can make a little joke about it, especially if you're constantly being asked to do these things. Obviously, if you're the person that's constantly asking for someone else to go and get coffee, it's nicer if you do the coffee round. But,
Yeah.
I think, ladies out there that are feeling this, I think you're going to fully appreciate what we're saying because you know who you are. The ones of you out there that are listening to this
Yeah,
are
and
the ones
maybe
that are
also
probably...
make an effort to ask people for more help.
Yes.
So make an effort to maybe saying, oh, I feel tired today, so I don't feel like cooking. Can you make the meal tonight? Or should we get takeout? Can you get something for tonight? Can you just, and then your partner might say, oh, but what should we get? And you say, oh, you just think about it. Because
Yes.
even thinking about what to get is part of a mental load, isn't it?
It is.
We have so much responsibility and so many things that we're constantly thinking about.
We are.
That we have to do.
Yes. So just embracing your humanity, your growth, and the fact that, you can get tired. You're not super women out there. You get tired. And you have to embrace that and say, okay.
Yeah, except that you will get tired and that you might need like a pajama day. You might need a PJ day. So maybe at the weekend, maybe when your partner wants to go and do millions of things, you can actually say, I need to take a breath and I need to have a PJ day and I just need to stay inside all day and do nothing, listen to an audio book or do something that I want to do.
Yeah, exactly. I know sometimes you can think, oh no, you want to organize so many things to do at the weekend.
Right, yeah.
And yet, the little cat has just jumped on the sofa. Little kitty.
Kitty, yeah, you might see her in one of her shorts.
I don't know. Yeah, she's cute, but if I touch her, if I start petting her, she's going to
No,
be
she'll
purring
start
so loudly.
purring and she'll think it's her self-care day,
Yeah.
and it's not today.
And it's always her self-care day. If you learn
From your pets.
you learn from your pets. This little kitty, honestly, she takes such good care of herself, from the grooming, the making sure the food is just right, the resting, the stretching. Oh, yes, it's everything. So look, here she is. She's slowly getting into the picture, aren't you? There you are, trying to fully distract me. So yes, it is something that we have to take care. We have to realize it.
I do think so. I think we really must. I think we must put more emphasis on it as well, especially if you are a person that you notice that you don't put your needs first and you put other people's needs first. Just take a moment to say no, and I actually need an hour to myself or whatever.
Yeah, you have to set that intention. Yeah. I think when you get up in the morning, you say, I'm going to set the intention to have self-care moments throughout the day.
Exactly.
That are just for me, whether it's listening to my favourite music or doing whatever I want to do, that is going to nurture that part of me that needs to be cared for, needs love and attention. Everything does.
What happens is that when you do allow for these self-care moments or days, then you feel a lot more energized and you will be able to produce more and be more productive, a happier, healthier person. So
you'll be able to give
definitely
more.
Worth your time. It's not like you're wasting time by having self-care.
No, or you're going to be negligent to your family and to your friends. You're not. You're going to find that you'll have more energy afterwards, more patience with the children if you have any, and whoever it is.
Your partner.
Exactly.
You won't be biting and shouting, because what happens is when we do get overwhelmed, we start biting and shouting.
We do, yeah. Well, biting, I don't know about that. That sounds a bit...
biting back. You like...
Oh, right.
You don't...
I was going to say, it sounds a bit frisky. I don't know. But yeah, we do that. You answer back really, curtly. Hey, you don't want to be that kind of person. You're not normally like that. So you got to realize there's a reason why I'm like that. Mm-hmm. And it's because you're neglecting yourself.
Exactly.
So you've got to do something about it. Say no, ask for things. Can you make me a cup of tea? Because I'm feeling really tired.
Yeah.
Can you go and make the breakfast? I say things like that to my husband. Can you go down? Can you unload the dishwasher? Especially if we're going off to work, can you unload the dishwasher for me? Simple things like that make a difference.
They do make a difference, and they do absolutely contribute to your feeling like calmer and more empowered as well. Because you're actually asking for things. You're not neglecting your own feelings and your own emotions. You're actually acknowledging that you have these feelings and emotions and want to, take care of yourself.
You're being
just like
heard.
You take care of
You're
other people.
Being listened to by yourself.
Yes.
It's like when you say to, in an argument, you say, you're not listening to me. You're not listening. Are you listening to yourself? What do you need?
Yeah, as therapists, we can absolutely 100% guarantee that if you take more care of yourself, everybody around you is going to be feeling better for it.
100% better.
Let us know what you think, and if you enjoyed the podcast, and please do subscribe so that you can see all our videos and podcast episodes, and join us next week or in our next video. Lots of
love and smiles from the English sisters.
We are therapists and we are here to help you.
Bye-bye.